This is coming out on September 30th, and you haven't even gotten an August favorites yet. So I decided to do a combo August-September favorites because honestly, I just did a bad job. There has been so much construction in my apartment that I have not been able to film literally anything because it's so loud. So once again, I'm on set, I'm in an office. I reserved a little room so I could do this here. I thought about doing 20 things, 10 for August, 10 for September. It seemed like a little much. So instead, I'm doing 11 things between the 2 months. Also, I'm filming this on September 19th because I leave to go to Italy kind of soon. So this is like September favorites before I go to Italy. I'll do so much Italy content, you'll be absolutely sick of it. These are just my normal favorites. You know, obviously I'm sure I'm gonna be like, Florence or whatever. That's not this video. You'll get separate videos about that. This is just August and then the September that I was like living my normal life before I've gone off to do kind of a under the Tuscan sun situation. At number 10, we have my ArcLight hat. I got this hat from Americana at Brand Memes. If you don't know what that is, it's like an LA local meme account that does very local and specific memes around Los Angeles, and it's so funny and so good. But a couple years ago, they started making merch. I have one of their shirts that maybe you've seen me in. It's like an eye, and then it has a minion on it, but it's like the minion is looking over a wall, and then it says LA, so it's like I minion wall LA, but the minion wall is at Universal Studios. As you drive up to Universal, there's a huge, I'm gonna sneeze, bless me. There's a huge statue, I guess not statue, cutout, advertisement, billboard, I don't really know what it's made of, but there's a huge minion that's like peeking over the parking garage of Universal Studios. As you know, I love Universal Studios. I also love the Minions. I love Despicable Me. Sorry, that's my truth. My friend Gwyneth bought me that years ago for my birthday, and they have so many good things, but I'm trying not to just like buy stuff impulsively all the time. So I've been holding off until I found something really good. But the new hat they got, it's for ArcLight. If you know what ArcLight is, it's a movie theater that was like a small local, huge theaters, but like a small local chain. I think they had 2 locations. They ended up closing down, but when I first moved to Los Angeles in high school, one of my best friends, David, lived out here, and he was the manager at the ArcLight Hollywood. One of the first things I did that when I moved out here my junior year of high school, I went to ArcLight and I ran into Seth Rogen and Justin Long, and I was like, whoa, like this is Hollywood, this is so crazy. And David and I used to meet there all the time. He would get off work and we would have like lunch in their little cafe and go see a movie. They're some of my fondest memories, and I also love the ArcLight movie theater. They also had the Dome, which was like a big dome that you could see movies in. It was very iconic architecturally, and I saw a bunch of fun stuff there, like Portrait of a Lady on Fire. But I have such fond memories of ArcLight, and since then, a couple years ago, my friend David passed away very suddenly, and I saw this hat and I was like, I love ArcLight. This hat reminds me of David. I absolutely have to get it, and I've been wearing it nonstop. I look so cute in it, and I'm so glad I have it. Next up, we have And Juliet. This is a jukebox musical that's currently doing their Broadway national tour right now. We saw it at the Ahmanson, which is here in Los Angeles. It's my favorite theater to see national tours here in Los Angeles. I like it so much more than the Pantages because the parking is so much better and cheaper. But we saw And Juliet. I try to see most things in general just because I think it's good to support art, obviously. I want people to support my art, so I try to support other art. And it's also good to just like have your finger on the pulse of other things that are going on in the performance space, the acting space, whatever. I had absolutely zero expectations for And Juliet. I was like, okay, it's a jukebox musical. It looks kind of corny. Really, the only thing I knew about it was that Charli D'Amelio was in it on Broadway, which I thought was really fun. I thought that was probably really good for her. I don't know her at all, but I imagine that was a really fun and nice experience. And my best friend Colin wanted to see it, so I was like, okay, great, let's go see it. I loved it. It was so funny. I didn't even mind that it was a jukebox musical. Sometimes I can find those a little tired, a little bit phoned in. I thought the songs felt really good. I liked the arrangements of them. I thought the cast was wonderful, especially the woman playing Juliet. She was unbelievable. I'll put her name right here. But everyone was great. It was so funny. I really loved it, and honestly, I would happily see it again. Next up, we have Getting My Nails Done to Prevent Me from Biting My Nails. I have always thought that getting your nails done seems like a huge expense that is fully not necessary. And obviously I know it is, but the reality of the situation is I bite my nails down to the quick and have my whole life. I've tried everything. I've put the nasty stuff on it so it tastes bad, or the spicy stuff, but I like spicy stuff so I suck on them, whatever. It's all bad. I can't do it. I started getting gel manicures last month to see if that would help me. And this time when I went back to get my nails done, he had to trim my nails, a thing I've never done before in my life because they were so long. This is the manicure I have right now. Can you see? Let's get it to focus. This is the manicure I have right now. It's for Italy because we're going to a wedding. So the olives are in honor of Tuscany, where I'm going. And then the pink is because we're going to a wedding and the outfit I'm wearing for the wedding is hot pink. So I needed something that like incorporated both. I think it's so fun. I really like my nail tech. My other best friend Lily recommended him and he's great. And a couple of our friends go to him. He does such a good job and he's really nice and funny. And yeah, I think I'm stuck now. I know I could do them at home for cheaper. I know that there's like probably other things I could try to not bite my nails, to stop doing like a really severe compulsion I've had my whole life. To me, like $100, $120 a month is honestly worth that because I can afford it right now. There might be a point in time where I can no longer do this and then I'll have to figure out something else. But for right now, I can do it, so I'm doing it. Feels like anytime I move, it's so loud. Next up is Avenir Co. I hope I'm saying this correctly. I recently saw Jasmine Brown buy some of their stuff in like a farmer's market haul that she did. She's one of my favorite creators. This is her handle. I'll also put it in the bio. I love her and I was so intrigued by this brand, so I had to check it out. This is their little blurb about them just so I get everything correctly. They are a Palestinian-owned, woman-led business. They create non-toxic apothecary home goods, including candles, perfume, oils, reed diffusers, with scents inspired by the natural aromas of the Palestine and Swana region, or SWANA. I loved all the scents. I found them so interesting. I ended up buying multiple candles, linen spray, and then a reed diffuser for Kendall. I got a candle for the kitchen that's za'atar and olive oil, which I love. I got one for the bathroom that's like earth after rain, which smells so delicious. And then I got Kendall a reed diffuser for her new little reading nook, and the scent is Old Library. She loved it. And then also I got their linen spray because I'm really into linen sprays right now and I love theirs. I will definitely be repurchasing probably all the things I bought from them. Next up is the brand Kitsch, and they actually reached out to me to sponsor a video. Then I ended up using the product and I liked it so much that instead of just doing it as an ad in a normal video, I was like, I'm actually gonna incorporate it into my monthly favorites video. And they are actually sponsoring this video right now. I've been using the Rice Water Protein Shampoo and Conditioner bars, and it's helped me get my hair more moisturized because my problem is that the top of my head is so oily, but the bottom of my hair is very dry. It's free of parabens, sulfates, silicones. I love the way they lather. I love that they come with a shower caddy to hold them in because historically I do not know what to do with shampoo bars. I just kind of keep them in my shower, but then I get confused and then I'm rubbing a shampoo bar all over my legs. I also loved their hair perfumes. As you know, I've been in kind of a scent era. I didn't really think much about scents up until like a couple months ago, and then TikTok started serving me scents. So I was like, okay, now I have to find my signature scents, and their hair perfumes have been really nice. I have so much hair and it's so thick that I'm like, why not add scent to it? All in all, very happy with the product, thrilled to be doing this ad with them. Use the link in my description box and you will get 25% off your order, which will automatically apply at checkout. And that makes each shampoo bar around $11, which I think is really comparable to what shampoo costs. And you can save even more money by doing a subscription. They ship in the US and internationally to 90 different companies. They ship in the US and internationally to 90 different countries. At number 5, I always do something that I think you should give money to, but this month I'm doing something that I think you should take money away from, and that's Disney Plus and Hulu. At number 4, I have the Lush Sticky Date Body Wash. I've already included the Lush Sticky Date lotion in one of these, but I just recently was given the body wash by a friend who works at Lush. It's unbelievable. It smells so good. I said earlier I like to smell like a dessert, and this really solidifies that. It smells so good. I want to eat it, and it comes in huge bottles. It's expensive. It's very expensive. So I understand that not everyone can just run out and get a big bottle because it's so expensive. That being said, right now I have a job. So something that I'm focusing on is giving my money to better companies that are doing things that I like to see in the world. All companies have some bad stuff around them, but in general, I see Lush doing a lot of really great things that I love. They support a lot of the same causes that I support, so I don't mind giving them my money. So if you have the money, go buy all of the Sticky Date stuff you can get your hands on. But honestly, the body wash is even better than the lotion. And I also encourage you, if you have money in your pocket right now, give it back to places locally, give it back to companies that are doing things that you like. really try to invest in your community. I do think it is one of the few things that will give us some control over what's going on in this horrible time. At number 3, we have the Hollywood Bowl. I love the Hollywood Bowl. It's so beautiful, and I've seen a bunch of things at Hollywood Bowl recently. We went and saw Jurassic Park with the LA Philharmonic playing the score, which was so cool. And then my friend Shannon has a band called Shannon and the Clams, and they performed at the Hollywood Bowl, and they opened for Alabama Shakes. We went to that. Unbelievable. Obviously, they're both like unbelievable, so great, but it's just such a good energy, such a good atmosphere. And if you don't know, if you live in LA, take the shuttle. They have all these different shuttle stops where you can just sign up and you can go to like a big parking lot in wherever, like the LA Zoo, or there's a bunch of locations. You can park there, you can hop on a shuttle. You can hop on a shuttle. It's like $7. It takes you right into the Hollywood Bowl. And then when it's done, it takes you right back to your car. It saves you so much time. It's also, you're carpooling, better for the environment. At number 2, we have Poshmark. Poshmark, please reach out. I love you. I've been using Poshmark for years and years and years and years. I sell clothes on Poshmark. If you want to check it out, it's down below in the bio. But I also have been buying stuff on Poshmark recently, which is different. Historically, I've done a lot of selling on Poshmark. I'm in my buying on Poshmark era, and I've gotten so many cute things. I got Kendall this vintage shirt that has 2 women golfing on it. If you don't know this, my fiance used to be like an almost pro golfer, and then didn't end up going in that direction in her life, but she's a golfer. I bought myself this beautiful Sandy Liang dress that I had wanted for a really long time. I bought a vintage shirt from the Stinking Rose, which was a garlic restaurant here in Los Angeles. It closed, but when I was younger and we would come visit LA, we would always go there because I've always loved garlic, and this shirt is the cutest shirt I've ever seen in my life. It makes me so nostalgic. I love it. I bought these beautiful earrings. I've bought so much stuff, and I honestly don't feel bad about it because it's secondhand and all my money's going into the pocket of another person. So I don't mind. And at number 1, for my favorites of August and September, we have clear kayaking in Lake Tahoe. You've already seen me post content about it everywhere. Instagram, here on YouTube, in my long form Tahoe video. It is one of the coolest things I've ever done. I've always seen videos of it. I was like, this probably sucks compared to what it looks like in photos, because a lot of times stuff like that is when you travel. It's like, it looks so cool and then you get there and it's really crowded or it's not as fun or whatever. This was even better than I ever could have imagined. The kayaks are literally crystal clear. The water is crystal clear. You can see right down into it. The water is so beautiful and calm. I love kayaking. I grew up kayaking on the ocean and in mangrove forests in Florida, and this just brought me back to being younger, but it's so beautiful. I would highly recommend it. I loved Lake Tahoe. I will say, be careful what part you go to, because some of it feels more like California and some of it feels more like Nevada. Hopefully that makes sense to you. That being said, some of the parts in Nevada feel more like California and some of the parts in California feel a little more like Nevada. So just do some research and check out your vibe. But we got on the boat in Incline Village. Beautiful, incredible, unbelievable. Our tour guide was so nice. He knew a lot of facts about the area, so we learned a lot. The water was so crisp and cold and beautiful. It's just like one of the best things I've ever done. And obviously I'm biased because you know I like anything that has to do with the water. But if you're thinking about going on a vacation, I think this is giving like coastal Italy vibes, but here in America, and I think you should go. All right, well, when you're watching this, I'm gonna be in Italy, so buckle up and get ready for Italy content to come, because it's gonna come and it's gonna come at you fast. And know that right now, while you're watching this, I'm in some Italian village, like filming for you, because you guys are always on my mind. Okay, love you, bye.